Welcome to Sunday Inspiration with Theresa Okanni. Today, the Holy Gospel is taken from Luke chapter 16, from verse 1 to 13. And the story is an interesting one, and that talks about a steward who was wasteful, and the master had to summon him to give account of a stewardship. A dishonest steward who cheated the master, that those who were the master's debtor, the one who was owing the master's 100 measure, he cut it down to 50. The second 100, he cut it down to 80 because he said to himself, I don't have the energy to till the ground, and I'm too ashamed to beg. So if my master dismisses me, what am I going to do? And Jesus praised the astuteness of that servant. And it says, the sons of men, they are more astute than the sons of God. Now, Jesus is not encouraging dishonesty, but the smartest in what the servant did. His ability to be able to think ahead. At the situation that I am now, what can I do to salvage the situation? And he thought about something he can do to be able to help himself. That is why the scriptures even said it, that if as tempted as money is, use it to win friends for yourself. Money is not something that you use to make enemy for yourself. It is something that God has bestowed on you. You should use it and win friends for yourself. Use it to build relationship, internal relationship, not temporary relationship, internal one that can last. And now the reflection for me today is, if God calls you now to give account of how you are living your life, will you need to tell him, oh, give me some time, I'm coming, or you are going to answer immediately? Remember the story of how Jesus called the disciple, and one says, oh, let me go and say farewell to my family. And Jesus says, no. The other one says, let me go and bury the dead. And Jesus said, allow the dead to bury their own selves. And Jesus says, whoever places his hands on the plow and looks back is not fit for the kingdom of God. That will tell you the urgency of the gospel. That Jesus wants us to be focused. He wants us to be loyal to him and him alone, not any other thing. And that's play out even in the first reading, that Jesus expects us who are believers to be more astute. But sometimes when you go to the market and you want to buy something, it is so appalling that it is those who are Christians, they are even the one that will cheat you, they are the one that will rob you. You know that the product is fake, but you will say, oh, because you are my Christian sister, or because you are my Christian brother, that is why I'm giving you for this XYZ amount. Whereas someone can give you a lesser price than what your own so-called Christian brother gives to you. And these days, you see, even people now produce things without considering the life of others. Why? Because of money. Imagine in those days, I know how long my dad lived, almost 90 years before he died. There were no rumor of cancer, kidney failure, heart failure in those days. But what do we see these days? You can't even get a very good plantain. They have used something to force the plantain to get ripe. That even when you start cutting the plantain, what you see different mark on the plantain body. Except you go to the dealer who brings it from the village, you are opportune to get it from them directly. If not, the ones you buy in the market, there is nothing to write home about them. And there was one time we were looking at comparison. I can remember during the time of President Goodluck Jonathan, There were products that we had. If you check the products, the quality was very good. But when the same product was produced during the time of late, now late Muhammad Buhari, you can see there was a great difference. Now look at what is happening now, even in the country. Now that the sitting president is there, hardly you get products that has quality. Now some products have quantity, no quality. Some the quantity has even reduced, and the price is on the increase. People travel all the way from this country. You go to another country in the name of exporter and importer. And the best you can do for your own people is to bring in fake things. There was one time that there was a rumor in Onitsha that they were collecting money. It was even posted on the social media that they were collecting 700,000 naira from marketers just for them to be able to sell their products. And now for those who give that money, the product is automatically correct. Then those who don't give, what happened? You destroy their products. The same product that you termed that is not good for consumption. We can actually do better as a nation. We can do better as a people. We can do better as Christians. Because when you consider others, that is going to reduce the sickness we are having now. These days, it's even very difficult for you to be able to access doctors. It's very difficult. Now, imagine the kind of illness we are experiencing these days. You begin to see even small children now, the terrible illness that they have just because of our lifestyle. Before now, we eat things from the farm, but the things from the farm now, they are so poisonous that one sometimes is even scared of what to eat because there is nothing to write home about it. This is man inhumanity to his fellow man because of money. And Jesus is warning us today, all those things will pass away. No matter the wealth you amass for yourself, no matter the mansion you build, you can only sleep in one room. And you can only sleep on one bed. So what is the gain? What is this quest of running, putting people's life into jeopardy just because of your own selfish gain? Because you want to amass wealth for yourself. Without considering the life of people, products that people consume, you choose to bring in fake ones. And remember the then Dora Kuhili, may her soul rest in peace. How she was chasing after those who bring in fake drugs to the country. May God bless her. Now, what do we see today? I once passed through a street, and in the morning I saw that the building was marked for demolition. Same building, nothing has changed. By the evening, I saw a group of people and the official cards. They were there. Maybe they were negotiating. Lo and behold, the building was plastered back. And people are living there. People are living there. So why do we keep doing this thing to our fellow human being? What is the benefit? What is the gain? For fame? Just to be up there that you are a wealthy man or a wealthy woman? You don't care about what happens to the people who are not privileged. Jesus is warning us today that all the things will pass away, and it is only Him alone who can complete us. No matter the words you amass for yourself, these words can give you security, they can complete you, they can preserve your life. So why not have a change? That when Jesus called you for your account of stewardship, can the cup you are using to measure for that customer, can you use it to measure for Jesus? If your answer is no, then stop using it. That thing that you bring into the country, if Jesus was to come to buy it from you, will you be bold enough to advertise it to him? If you will not, then stop bringing it to this country. So that together we can help one another and enjoy the life that God has given to us. That people might enjoy the fullness of us. That people might live free life, that people might prosper in the land, not because another Nigerian, another human is trying to outdo another one just to enrich yourself. So I pray that God will give us an open mind to realize that He alone is the ultimate. And without God, we can do nothing. And at the end of the day, we are going to give account of our stewardship. We're going to give account of our stewardship. And may the Lord not find us wanting in the course of giving accounts of our stewardship because of the life that we live. God bless you. May we be a fruitful one as you go about giving out good products to people this week and discard products that have expired. I didn't even mention those who temper with products. Products that have expired, you temper it, you change the dates just for profits. May God give you a changed mind and may God forgive you for doing that to your fellow human being. May God continue to guide us. May God continue to protect us. May God continue to give us the grace to be serious, just like that servant, that we are on a journey and He's going to ask us to give accounts of how we carry out our stewardship. God bless you and do have a fruitful and a blessed week. Happy Sunday to you. God bless you.